Hi Stampers, this is Amy Whalen. Thanks for joining me again at Amy's Inklings. Yesterday I posted this particular card that was originally designed by Leanne Barrett of Great Paper Crafts. I loved it so much that it actually inspired me to get the set. But when I was playing with it for the first time yesterday, I realized that Stampin' Up! Does not have any 5/8 of an inch wide black ribbon, and this is actually contraband. Shh. Don't tell. Anyway, so I got on our Facebook chats and I said, ladies, how can it be? We don't have any black ribbon. And they all said, color it. So I gave it a try. I colored some of our white organza ribbon with our Stampin' Right marker. I also just colored some with Memento. I'm going to see if that dries quickly. But I'm also now going to do Stays On, and this is the exact same way I did the Memento. And as you can see, I'm wearing gloves, which I highly recommend. With the Memento, because it's not a permanent ink, well, maybe that, I'm just wondering if it's going to take longer to dry on the synthetic ribbon. That's going to be the test by the end of this video. So maybe wearing 2 gloves would be best, but guess what? This was the last one in the box, so I'm just going to have black fingers. But the way I did the Memento is I simply put my finger down and ran the ribbon over the black pad. See how quick and easy that is? Now, Stays On ink is permanent. As a result, it's a little bit harder to clean off of our pads, and so when I'm stamping black, I do prefer the Memento, but this might be a better choice for coloring our synthetic ribbon. Now, other ways to color this organza ribbon is you can fill our spritzers with re-inker ink and some alcohol, and you can spray it. I've seen a lot of people do that. It's beautiful, but I was just too lazy for that, and I'm trying this instead. Now, I'm digging this Stays On. This is the Stays On we're using right now. I'm digging this Stays On. It's going on a little bit easier than the Memento did. I don't know if it's simply the difference between Stays On being a solvent ink and the other one not, but it's quite pretty. And I've learned too, by experimenting these last couple of days, that it's this little line on the edge of the ribbon that sometimes is a little trickier to ink, so just make sure you're getting on both sides. Alright, so there you have it. So that Stays On. And you see it's getting all over my fingers. But in a moment, I'll come back and I'll tell you which one dried quickest. We've got the Stays On. We've got the one I colored with Memento. And then the one I colored with the Stampin' Right marker. And I'll be back. Okay. So it's been about 5 minutes. Now granted, I did this particular ribbon with the marker last night. I didn't have any problems the next morning, at least, with ink transferring to my fingers. But here's the real question. This was okay, but I don't think it colored the ribbon very well. But for a quick and easy job, you could do the Stampin' Right marker. But here's the question. I did Memento moments before I filmed me doing the Stays On. What I'd like to know is if the ink dried and I can handle the ribbon, because I think they both colored the ribbon beautifully. So here's Memento. This hand's clean. Let's try this one. Yep, it's still getting a little bit on my finger. Let's try the Stays On. I'll use this finger. Look at that! Wow, it did dry faster. So the clear winner, ladies and gents, is the Stays On. Wear gloves on both hands, run it over the Stays On like I said, and it looks as if 5 minutes later it's almost completely dry. So I'll probably give this ribbon another 10 minutes just for safekeeping before I actually tie it to a product, but I'm very pleased with that. Now, as a sidebar, yes, people do use our Stampin' Spritzer with alcohol and our re-inkers, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to experiment first with our pads, and I found that the Stays On pad with 2 pair of gloves works beautifully. Ta-da! So there you have it. Thanks so much for stopping by Amy's Inklings. Bye-bye.